Just to quickly add in, guys, in this video I'm going to be giving away a pair of the undisputed 12-ounce training gloves. So if you want to win a pair, guys, like, subscribe and pop a comment down below, and I'll be picking winners out around the 15th of December for winners of the gloves. This will be for a few videos, so if you've seen this already in a video, again, double your chances. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see who wins. Alright, what is up, guys? Sam here again. Excuse the hat, it's pretty cold where I am at the moment. And in today's video, it's that time of the year already. I know it's come around pretty quick again, but it's Christmas time. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 10 gift ideas to do with boxing for under £15. So whether you're buying for yourself, friends, family, or even just looking for ideas to ask for yourself from other people, I'm going to have some ideas in this video for you guys. At number 1, we have deodorants. So when I say deodorants, I'm talking about the items that you can put in your bag to help keep the smells and moisture levels down. So the first one is these little deodorizing balls that you can get. I've recommended these quite a few times on the channel. So with these deodorizing balls, you just throw them in your bag loose. You can choose to put them in like your boots or anything like that. What they do is they don't technically absorb moisture or smells with these ones, but they will give out a nice smell. You can get them in lots of different types of smells, from lemon sort of citrusy smells to clean cotton smells, and just help everything smell that bit better. So when you open your gym bag, you're not hit by the immediate smell of like BO and sweat. The second one is these little deodorizing bags you can get. These ones will actually help draw moisture away from your gear, so your gloves, your boots and things like that. So moisture and bacteria are probably one of the #1 things that can break down your boxing gear. So having these in there will help your gear last longer and smell better. So for me, I definitely think like boxing is like a sport where your stuff gets super sweaty, you're going really hard in it. It's literally skin contact, especially things like hand wraps and things like that. So a couple of these, they're available on Amazon. Everything that I say will be linked below, guys. These range from £8 to £15, depending which ones you get. The ones I personally recommend are the no stink deodorizing bags. So they're the ones that will draw moisture out. And then the deodorizing balls that I recommend, just because you can throw them in your bag, leave them loose, and everything's going to smell great in there. At number 2, we have hand wraps. But not only hand wraps, but a hand wraps wash bag also. Every boxer needs hand wraps. Ask any fighter, they've probably got loads of pairs of hand wraps, but the thing is, you can never have enough. You're constantly going through them, whether the Velcro starts to go on them, whether the stretch is no longer giving a good amount of compression to your hand. Sometimes they just absolutely stink. But the thing is, they're a pain to wash. If you've ever tried washing hand wraps, you'll know they get all tangled up, all mixed up. Anything else you throw them in the washing machine with is going to be completely constricted by these. So what I'd recommend is a wash bag. Some wrap come with a wash bag, but not many anymore. It used to be more popular than it is now. Title actually sell a specific hand wrap wash bag, which is available for around £9. This again will keep everything in your bag smelling nice, keeping fresh, and extending the life of it too. If you were to purchase some hand wraps, the ones I personally find that are the best price for the performance are the Rival hand wraps. You can usually get these for under £10, which I think is a great price for hand wrap. So check those out. Again, everything will be linked down below. Number 3, so we're going a bit away from the boxing, but more into kind of like physical recovery, things like that now, which is Tiger Balm. If you know what Tiger Balm is, it's a ointment, a bit like Deep Heat, which you can apply to any areas, so like anything where you're suffering from joint pain, muscle fatigue, so like sprains and things like that. What it does is it promotes blood flow to the area, causing it to heat up and then relieving the pain. But also if you do have issues, essentially like a massage is to promote blood flow into areas. So it does the same thing, but to a less extreme, so to speak. But it can also be used for things like headaches and things like that. It really is like a wonder balm. If you haven't used it before, check it out, give it a go. I love the stuff now. I never really used to use it. I used to get it all the time as well in my stocking, but now I've started using it. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's not as greasy as other balms. So things like Deep Heat are quite greasy. Once you get them on your hands, you really need to like scrub them off. Tiger Balm isn't quite like that. It kind of blends in a bit better for my opinion. So especially for when you're like working out and exerting yourself, it just sits a bit better on your skin, so you can actually use it before activity and not feel like it's hindering you in any way. Tiger Balm is also available from Amazon. It's available in different strengths. They do some extreme strengths, which I haven't used personally, but they also do the red and the white, which are more of the original ones. Red's the original and white is just a slightly weaker version. So if you just got a little bit of muscle tightness, I would recommend going for the white one, and for recovery as well, just because it's very subtle. It doesn't impact you too much to where you're going to be noticing it, whereas the red ones are slightly bit stronger. And then obviously you've got the ultra strengths beyond that. If you tried those before, let me know what they're like. I'll be interested to know. And Tiger Balm as well is available on Amazon for £15. At number 3, we have a drinks bottle. When it comes to drinks bottles, there's loads and loads of options. A lot of people just reuse plastic bottles, which is absolutely fine. But if you want something a bit more luxury, or if you're buying a gift either for yourself or someone else, you want to get something a little bit nicer, The bottle that I would recommend wholeheartedly is two actually. So you've got the Camelback with the straw, and you've got the Quick Access Nalgene bottles with a little clip top. So the reason I recommend these two is because you can access your drink when you've got gloves on. So it saves you that little gap between, if your coach, for instance, says you can have a drinks break, everyone's like taking their gloves off, unscrewing their caps. With these, you can walk over, gloves on, sandwich it up and drink straight from it, which just saves you a bit of time. You can have a bit of longer rest, in my opinion. And they're both really, really high quality, durable drinks bottles that are gonna last you forever. I've had my Camelback for about 5 years now, I think, and it's still going strong. And I've recently started using Nalgene's as well. And again, they're absolutely super, super durable, used by a lot of people who do like a lot of outdoors activities. So you know they're gonna weather well, and they can be good, strong bottles to last you a long time. Both of these bottles are available from Amazon. They range around the £15 mark. You do need to do a little bit of shopping around if you want them under £15. But they're right on the cusp there, and if you do a bit of shopping around, I'm sure you'll find them for under £15. On to number 5, we have an ab wheel. In my opinion, when it comes to training abs, variation is absolutely key. You can do as many sit-ups as you like, as many crunches, leg raises, things like that, but you're only going to be working certain areas and angles of the abdominal muscle. So an ab wheel is super cool. You literally grab it, roll out wherever you are. You can progress the difficulty by doing it on your feet or on your knees. They're mobile. Even if you just want to use it at home rather than at the gym, you only need a tiny bit of space to be able to use it. They're actually very cheap for what they are as well. You can get them for under £15, which I do like. Links again down below. One thing I like about having an ab wheel is not all gyms will have them. So having your own, whether you take it to the gym or not, it just gives you that additional dimension of being able to train your ab. Body condition is so important for boxing, so that's number 5 on my list, is an ab wheel. Next up at number 6, we have a foam roller. Again, guys, I know, I've talked about these so much. Perfect sort of Christmas gift as well. You can get them easily under £15 depending on what you're looking at. You can actually, I think, buy the collapsible foam rollers, which I had in my gym bag video, for under £15 too, or you can just buy a classic foam roller for at-home sort of use. Again, great for recovery, great for just relaxing, stretching your muscles out on. You can use them for legs, back. You can actually use them for your chest, your shoulders if you want to get a bit contortions with it. Yeah, a great option, guys. A product that I would wholeheartedly recommend is a foam roller. Next up, we have something a little bit more fun, and that is the Rival Boxing Flyer. So if you haven't seen these before, they're like a little, like the Nerf shuttles you could get with the little fins on that you can throw. But instead of having a hard ball at the end, they've got kind of like a custom made pad. So what you can do is you throw them up in the air, and then what you want to do is just punch them upwards. So I'll try to put some footage on of someone using one of these for you. They're super innovative. They can be used in all sorts of things, from reaction drills. A lot of coaches are doing this thing now where they'll throw different things at a fighter, and they'll shout a colour, and you have to catch the one that is correlating to the colour. So they're available in different colour options, obviously depending on how many you want to buy, but if you knew someone who's got one, get a different colour to them. You can do things like that. They're really good for working on movement, hand-eye coordination. You do need a larger space to work on them. So whether you use it as like a warm-up product, which is what I would personally recommend it for, or just doing a little bit extra training. So out on a field, if you've got like some open space near you, take it out with you, throw it up, do a few minutes of it sort of thing. It's just working different, it's like a different form of like mental stimulation with the physical. So you've got the hand-eye coordination, you've got the movement, and all of that kind of rolled into one. And it's different to boxing, but when you do it, you want to keep your form, but you're punching upwards in the air, so it's a little bit different. So a bit of shoulder conditioning there, I guess, if you're going to do lots of rounds with it. A super cool little device, one that I'd recommend for a boxer. So these are also available for £15. They're not particularly available on Amazon, so I'll link some different sites down below where you can buy one of these from, at least not in the UK anyway. Up next, we have a jump rope. Personally, I reckon the cheapest jump rope you can buy, which is the cheap nylon/PVC ones. These, again, under £5 usually you can find them for. They're so simple, they're so good for boxers to have available. I've got one at home, I've got one at my work unit, I've got one in my gym bag. It's just nice to have jump ropes wherever you go. If you're going on holiday, you can throw one in the bag, you can do some skipping while you're there, mix it in with some shadow boxing, things like that. It's an easy way for a boxer to work out with to throw in some conditioning to times where they would not maybe have time to attend a gym or something like that. So yeah, a nice cheap jump rope, straight in the stocking filler. Perfect option. And next we have some resistance bands. So the ones that I would personally recommend are the longer resistance bands, not the short ones. And I would usually go for one of the bottom 2 strength resistance. So they're worked out in like easy resistance, medium resistance, hard resistance. The 2 I'd recommend are usually red or yellow, I believe, for the easier sort of side of things. I will link them down below, the ones that I'd recommend. So these are excellent for training mobility, endurance, core strength, and like static strength. Also explosiveness. So they're really versatile tool that you can use. You can use it for stretching, warming up. If you just want to do, again, if you're going on holiday, perfect thing. You can throw in your bag and get like a mini workout while you're away without having to take a whole gym with you. There is absolutely hundreds of exercises you can do with these all over YouTube. If you have one of these, there's literally nothing stopping you. Go on YouTube, looking in resistance band video and getting a nice little workout with one of these. And they're also something that you can use explosive movements with, because you got the rebound of it, and because you don't have to let go of it, you can really work in like some explosive twists with the bands to build up your punch power and things like that. So resistance bands, they're always available on Amazon. There's quite a varying pricing you can get. Most of them are all provided by like similar companies, so I don't think it matters too much which brand you buy, but I will try link some down below that are like cheap options for you guys under the £15 budget. And finally guys, we have a set of hand weights. So when it comes to weight training boxes, you'll see a lot of them don't do a lot of weight training. Fighters like Golovkin barely ever lifted weights, but what they did use is hand weights. So with these, you're building up shoulder endurance and forearm and grip strength. Again, a nice easy sort of, I'd recommend around the 1.25 kilo and below mark. 1 kilo is great for like a middleweight sort of thing. You could even go lighter than that if you're working around like the flyweights, or the person you know is a much lighter weight. You don't have to go for the heaviest options, it's really not worth it. So what you want to do is keep in your good punching form while throwing a lot of punches to build up the endurance in your shoulders and again in your wrists and forearms. So guys, that's my list of items that you can buy for a boxer that are all under £15. Again, they will be linked down below so you can have a look for them. If you guys have any other ideas that can be bought for under £50, pop them down below so everyone else can see them, and I'll see you guys next time.